Hello and good morning. Welcome to another one of these. Okay, so this time was another one that I ended up just sort of, luckily having stick while doing some calls yesterday. But mostly I just wanted to show this one because, well, I was saying a little while ago it would be interesting if the Shepherd actually had more spear skill to start off. The reason I'm saying that, which, I mean, granted, there's the whole, hey, he's a shepherd, he needs a stick kind of situation, but no, it's mostly, just due to the fact that there's two that have 3 movement, and, essentially the ranger being the other one. I think the assassin gets it too. But there's no, there's no mobile dedicated spear user. So, like, for example, the Space Dragon has it, sure. But, that's the thing. It uses it because it's unable to move. Whereas with this guy, if he starts off with a spear, like, he can just kite stuff around everywhere, and it's actually pretty fun. Like, for example, with the 3 movement, right?
Today, I choose myself.
Actually, this is the first time I've actually had some pretty decent success with the pups being helpful. But, like, for example, say you're right here, right? And then you have another thing. Well, say you have one thing right here and you're right here. Like, if you have 1 movement, sure, you can get it. Or if you're over here, you take your 2 steps, you essentially stab it across it. They turn around to try and attack in some manner. You just kite around to the other side of it. It's fun. It's just fun to do. Also, one thing I found kind of funny, I don't think this is something... I don't think this is something that's necessarily worth going out of the way to fix or something. But when you hit F, obviously it auto-targets the closest thing. If, for example, you run into a Zul thing, you auto-target it, and then you dominate it, it still will default to attacking that thing. So, a couple times now, I've run into situations where I accidentally killed off the thing I had as a pet. So I'm like, okay, step forward, push F, and I'm like, nope. Congratulations, you have stabbed your pet rat. They don't appreciate that much. Jeez. That's dire. Alright. I will say, a shepherd with the restraint gun is incredibly good. Pretty much because, well, they get these pups, right? Let me turn down this volume a little bit. But yeah, so they get these pups. So they are very, very good at beating just about everything, but they're kind of glass cannon kind of units, more or less. I should have hit that guy earlier. Oh well. Fine, I'll use life sense. Rude. Well, at any rate, if you paralyze something, they'll just go and keep biting at it, and frankly, in most cases, that's proven more effective than even running up and fighting it. It's very handy. Pistol and spears, probably. Probably Decipher, just in case I run into something useful for Decipher. I don't know, I've been putting its points all over the place. I don't actually have the points to use this, and will never actually have them. Yeah, like right there, he's doing 14s just running up the stuff. It's pretty great. Aw, you killed my rat friend.
Cast out every devil in this place.
Well, yeah, this paralysis gun feels like it procs a bit too often, if you ask me. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Like, it feels like a pretty much guaranteed stun. Thing's pretty amazing. Especially considering how often you can start with it. Feels like it's been, for one reason or another, it feels like it's been a very common starting item. Okay, so we've got 3 things left on the floor. Or 4, actually. Didn't notice one of them was a little double dot on the right side there. Yeah, if you could not, that'd be great. Okay, most useful room ever. Okay. Might as well just move on. As I don't see any other rat friends here. Like, little Zulrat things. Anyway. Spear. Right. How about you don't?
I am in control.
But yeah, this guy with a spear has been just beautiful.
Listen to the symphony.
And yes, I have a tendency to pretty much always shove spears on stuff in any game if there's a possibility to. But dang it, they're so good at it. Okay, let's do one of these. I decided to go with some 80s synth music this time. Because look at this guy, he kind of looks like he could be some weird space wizard Phil Collins, right? Granted, his was more soft rock than it was synth, but dang it, 80s are 80s. There was just some universal agreed upon thing in the 80s of like, let's make everything amazing.
Bow.
Music-wise, anyway. There's some seriously questionable decisions in a lot of places, but music was not one of those things. Right, this room's got problems. Like, problems that need to be wiped off the map. There we go. That has solved many problems.
Must be destroyed.
And he's still got 8. I wonder if a lot of his quotes are meant to be Mass Effect references or not. By the way, his speed goes up to 6. Oh, that's fun.
My energies are low.
Fine. Get yourself energized, weirdo. Do that, do that. I think pistol's fine, because I'm just using it for stuns. Forging is pretty dang near maxed out. Might as well do it, though. I was trying to get Necrotech up. I know that's a long ways off, because we got Soul Crusher 25. Actually getting stuff is a little bit of a problem. But if I can get it to 45, that ought to be pretty interesting. I do like that it gives an alternate thing to, you know, go and offensively level up. Because I do feel like in base game it was very set in how you wanted to level it. Right, and that's a problem. And that was a wasted turn. Phew. This thing is a far bigger threat as far as I'm concerned. Look back. Yeah. Like I said, a very, very fantastic weapon. And its ammo drops haven't even been unlikely. They've been pretty common. I mean, I've been spam using this thing from the very start. Haven't run into any shortages.
Must not lose my temper.
Dick. Just blew up my stuff.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Downside is I don't really have any reliable way of dealing with those, so bye. I know, I'm actually not playing like an idiot this time. Kind of. I'm probably playing like an idiot still, but whatever. Looks like he's kind of shoveling with a spear. You know, for being one of the simplest weapons on Earth, like, one of the earliest things we came up with as a species, it's kind of amazing that spears are so rare in games, like, especially ones with decent animations. Yeah, there's no reason to be here. Alright, friend. Right, that sucks. Stun?
I am here for your soul.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, stunning him... Okay, it doesn't in this. Could have sworn stunning him was supposed to prevent these guys from coming in droves. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I could have sworn it actually ended up stopping them in some manner. Maybe it's just when they're shut down, which would make sense. I don't think of it. I haven't done a Necromancer build in a while. I think the Space Dragon's the only one that can reliably do that. Okay, unfortunate part of this, guy, is I'm basically relying on level ups in order to stay charged. It'd be very nice to get a rat or something. Like one of the bigger ones, especially one of the blue ones. Them things are ridiculous. Well, I mean, I'd assume so. You showed up in a loincloth, so... there's that. So there's a bunch of these little Zool things lined up in a line. Little Zool infants. Are they infantry? Okay, I'll just leave a second for people to close out of the tab. Alright, that's a natural response. Alright, Necro. What about some... Nah, redaction, you're fine. Yeah, telekinesis. Just dump those points everywhere. Who needs organization anyway? Actually... Let's do a Vulture's Delight, I think. I don't even know how to describe that beep. Like one of those ones that's really hard to remember after the fact. Like, ever had that where you're trying to remember a noise, but it was so specific that you just can't do it? Alright, Humgum. Now let's eat some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got power bars. I got everything here. It's fine. Not worried about the food situation this time around. Wait. Did I pick up the Vulture's Delight? Yeah, there it is. Like, that stuff's got problems, but it's really good. Alright, come on. Sure would be a shame if you could be invalidated with, like, a single shot each. Would be good to pick up a scanner helmet at some point. Yeah, you're definitely legit. Wait, really? Is that doing... Well, I mean, I guess they would need that in a security room, huh? What's this? Oh. Apparently, that's what Slack does. It makes noises. It also apparently allows for messing with books. Oh, yes! Hi, new friend. Dick. Dick, 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 dick.
Listen to the symphony.
Yeah, you know what he can't resist? Friggin' stun bullets, that's what he can't resist. Eventually. Alright. Ratty needs to get over his fear. He's just sitting here hyperventilating. Kinda like the puppy yesterday. So, every now and then, there's essentially like just training meetings, more or less. But the idea is, you know, if you're training a service dog, you go in, you meet up with the other trainers and everything, and, you know, you discuss, you know, what kind of problems they're having, what you're trying to work on, that sort of thing. So, go over there with the pup, and she's extraordinarily excitable. Like, unusually excitable. I actually have, I haven't seen a dog that committed, I should say, to being excited. Like, if you've got a dog, for example, you know, after a little while, they'll calm down and everything else, and she will calm down. But if there's somebody that's new, did this rat just break? Hang on.
The weight of this place crushing me.
Let me see if he actually moves. I think he might be broken. I think that fear grenade gave him friggin' PTSD. Huh. Yeah, he's just busted. That sucks. Well, at any rate, so, like, she's really hyper. Which, yeah, I mean, that happens with puppies, they're all pretty hyper.
No, go away, please.
But,
Just go away.
but anyway, so, like, okay. You know, we'll try getting her riled up, see if she gets tired out. And so, she does exactly that. There she goes up, she's petting her. And one thing that needs to be noted here is dogs know when somebody has treats on them. They absolutely know. So she's over there trying to, you know, calm the dog down and everything.
No! Not the fire!
Right, this thing needs to dead.
I am here for your soul.
Friggin' snake dogs are annoying. Snake dogs is in this thing, not dogs. Anyway. So, been burning through everything just to... they heal so much. But okay, so... yeah, she's trying, and the pup's just getting more and more worked up, just like going and going and going and going and going, and finally she's just sitting there all excited, just hyperventilating, like wiggling around like a snake after a few minutes of this. She's like, oh wait, can't even do that without coughing. But yeah, no, it just kind of cracked me up. Definitely the most excitable one we've ever trained. And it's kind of funny because, like, the end result turned out being that she kind of just has a tendency to, pretty much like me, overthink things. So, for example, you try to set up timing to give them a treat to reward them for good behavior. But she basically took this as, wait a minute, there has to be a bad behavior first, so it wound up being a thing where they're like jumping around, and then going back to a heel position. They're like, I'm being good now. Check it out. I corrected myself. Do I get more treats now? And you know, tried messing around with different timings and, you know, different treat amounts and just different everything. They're just dead set on that, so, you know, once we finally figure out a way to get around that little complication, she'll basically be, well, she'll basically be perfect. Not perfect, but as far as I'm concerned, she'll be set for, you know, set for what she needs to do. Because essentially we don't do their final training, but, you know, we set them up with their basic training and basic commands and that sort of thing. But once they reach a certain point where they're able to calm down and able to follow commands and everything else, we can just kind of sit back for a minute and it's like, okay, this one's probably going to graduate, you know, we don't need to drill them as much. Well, we still end up drilling them every day, but still. I'm just going to go back and undo or disagree with every single thing I said. Alright. Now, I've gone ahead and popped that goop on there while going into a room where it doesn't help whatsoever.
Vile thing!
Alright. Who's got more damage? You definitely got more damage. Yeah. Dang it. Could have sworn that was another Adaptoid. Well, I'll just continue to be wrong every time. Let's actually turn on Life Sense and know this information. I really should use Life Sense more often, I'm just so used to not using it. We'll have to bear in mind to put a little note somewhere for Mr. Lizard that apparently fear breaks dominated stuff. Wouldn't have expected that one. Alright, I'm never gonna use these scale cells, so... Gimme. It's gonna explode. Don't do it. Like my... Oh, dang it. Rolled at 13%.
I am here for your soul.
Right. Alright, let's just pop both of these. Really wish I had a better way of dealing with these, but I don't have anything other than the restraint gun right now. We'll say with these runs, feels like you get more interesting setups, but you also have a tendency to seemingly get stuck with that whole rookie equipment thing a little bit longer than before. As in where you're kind of relying on their gimmick for longer than expected. Like in this case, I'm relying on his stun and poke thing for just about everything. Okay. Well, that leaves... looks like 3 rooms up here. That sounds good. But they're organic, so they're not a problem. Although I would like to get in this room before that bear arrives.
Not again!
Come on, door. Perfect.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Let's take a turn to reload this thing. One. It's gonna take a few rounds of this. I am no longer regretting putting on that goop. think 400%. I think that makes him slightly higher than the Scion at his base stats. Let's pop this on.
Exorcism.
That is a really durable door. Though I guess it is one of the reinforced ones, right? Slightly darker ones anyway. I think these ones have like 50. Those ones have 70 or something? I don't know, I'm pulling those numbers kind of out of my rear here, but feels like vaguely how much they have. Although one thing that's always funny is apparently the doors do have a penetration value, or an armor value. So if you have something like the Adjudicator, thing's basically a master key for all of the 40th floor. Hi, bear. Bye, bear. Pretty sure anybody that would be looking at this already knows, but yeah, this thing always takes exactly long enough to charge to be cast again. So you know exactly how much paralysis is left. Alright, so we're probably looking at... There's the snake. Okay. Not what I expected. Is this still going? No, it isn't. So I can't really waste... I can use one of them.
I am here for your soul.
I think these guys are nigh immune to diseases, if I recall. Just have some natural resistance to it. I think it was like 30, 40 something percent reduction. I get a little closer. What are you doing? Are you drunk? Who sent the drunk snake in here?
I am in control.
Friggin' sand snakes, your plot arc sucked. Poke, poke, poke.
Today, I choose myself.
Okay. Did the music go away? Why did the music go away? Music, don't go away. There we go. It's back. Apparently this has gone on a minute. Kinda tempted to just get rid of this thing, because as good as it is, it's taken a lot of space, and I have no hope of ever using it. Like, I'm dumping everything into strength anyway. But it's gonna be minimum level 31 before I'm actually gonna be able to use that frickin' thing. So, you know what? Actually, 13. You know what? I'll drop it in the box. Let's do that. I think I have the stuff for a saw switch. Probably not gonna use this, though. Alright, that's not gonna do me much good. Okay, are you telling me to leave? Rude.
I am exhausted.
Poke, poke, poke. You guys are just the worst. I've got 60. I need 70. Well...
Leave me no choice.
Alright. Fine. Fine. Guess this spear was bound to run out eventually. Would be nice to have some way to fix it, or... I don't know. Anything else? Okay, what can we make?
Fate smiles on me.
Ooh, a bolo. I do think so. Okay, I don't know how much space this thing actually takes. It's gonna sit there a second. I think it uses junk as ammo, if I recall. Definitely some of these. Or at least one of them. That clears up a couple slots. Ooh, I can make a splitter. I don't know what this could possibly be useful for, given what I have, but I'm not... No, that takes a wire. No. Never gonna use a turret either, although that's... You know what? That's actually really cheap now. I don't really have the inventory for it. But I could find a way to take it and then probably... you know what? It's an idea. Take this thing, essentially pop it into the box. Because essentially it's one more floor until we have a box. Alright, let's reorganize here. Something good? A blunter, okay. Probably go ahead and 3x3 over here. One off. I'm gonna want hinge spikes later. Hopefully this will be enough space. Yeah, it's enough. Since turrets don't seem to take as much now. Right, now do these stack or do they... Okay. Good, so it does use junk as ammo. In that case... Let's do that, destroy this. Thought I got junk out of that. Darn. Can I go for some risky crafting? Maybe get some junk out of that? Yeah, it's not gonna... Well, I guess it's a better use of those two items anyway, in case I need it. Dick. Alright.
My energies are low.
Okay, this thing appears to have been nerfed to oblivion.
I must feed my soul.
Apparently it takes a very long time to kill stuff, but does so pretty effectively. I know it got nerfed, but yeah, that doesn't seem terribly useful. I mean, for what is effectively an infinite weapon, yeah, I guess it's alright.
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
And again, it's probably not scaling that. Hang on. Not what I meant to do. Skill to use melee. Okay. So we'll just have to up melee then. Because I basically don't have any of that. Yeah, there we go. That's what's not doing much.
I am here for your soul.
It's gonna making me want to go and remake my breakfast again. But if you've never tried it, friggin' take a bowl, like crush up some tortilla chips in there, make some scrambled eggs, and then just dump some like cheesy queso on there, and just like mash all that crap up into basically a sludge. It's so good. Oh. Hi. Okay. I've relearned how to make TLC salad. Okay, this room looks safe.
Yes. Listen to the symphony of terror.
Okay, do I have any repair items? Actually, you know what? Feels like a good time for... Right. Just how bad of condition is this spear in? 13? You'll live.
I am here for your soul.
That is the first time I've seen it not actually trigger all run.
To my nightmare.
Viper King. Gotta kill it.
Another life.
Become the Mountain King. Get some sweet music made. Yeah, no, it would have been really useful here. Anything other than a stun gun? But, oh well.
I am here for your soul.
Oh, friggin' well.
Listen to the symphony of terror. My soul is depleted.
That's a worrying prospect. Uh-oh. Didn't do my weapon switch right. Okay, let's just do this.
Today, I choose myself.
Alright, are we done? All for some friggin' apples. Ancient herbs, grubs. I like the drop tables on these. It makes sense. Like, I think that's one of the things I'm really liking about this mod now, with the new props. It's like, there's stuff that really makes sense for its location here, and I like it.
Much better.
Alright, this thing's going in as backup armor. This thing is pretending it'll be useful someday. This thing is going in as a last door key. I always like to stack up some stuff for the last floor. Like various explosives and high penetration things and door spikes and things like that. Just because 9 times out of 10, you probably won't end up getting there with all the keys. You might get lucky, but you're probably gonna have to blow through some doors. So, there's that. Alright, now... Dang it, junk me. Shoot. Alright, well this is looking dire. You get stunned, thank you. Thing is basically gonna take 2 stabs, so I'm not gonna bother stunning it. See, after I stab the acid thing, yeah, it's still a 9. At least it's pretty good. I was glad to see, I was watching part of this, this podcast yesterday for the board game. Glad to see that they kept stuff breaking in there. Apparently just like bad rolls can break your stuff. Oh, the ammo system didn't seem to make sense to me, so I'm hoping at some point they'll put out a roll set or something. Because it seemed almost like you pretty much just could attack with impunity, but you lost like one ammo item if you rolled badly. Alright, let's stun you. Alright, that situation's not great. Fudge, nope. Nope, 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 nope. 63, so you can do one of them.
It's all in my head.
Need a couple of these. Wow. Okay, so right there, let's try... Yeah, let's try that. Just barely survive, pretend it was intentional. Yeah, this could definitely be going better. I don't suppose I can repair stuff from a distance, can I? I doubt it. Yeah, no you can't. Okay, you've got 39, you've got 36. Those are repeatedly stunning me. What's the info on you these days? Okay, just organic. Alright. 6, 39. Definitely this. Right here would be an amazing time to have a pet rat. Dicks. Let's try to berserk him. Yep.
Listening to the symphony of terror.
Frickin' thing healed itself. Kinda weird how the medkit takes a round, but the field surgery thing doesn't. All this effort to repair a frickin' spear.
I wish I did not enjoy this.
My goodness. Let me get in and fix my pointy stick. Ridiculous. Alright, let's bet here. First one destroys it, second one's a good roll, or... Alright. 80 to 90%. Broken? No, it actually fixed it. Mod cabinet. What do we got new? Actually, I forgot to check if there were new test versions this morning. Should have done that. Yeah, I would stop to take a break, but this guy can't really afford to. Uh-huh. Okay. Poke, poke, poke. Probably don't want to call this particular one Pokey Priest, huh? Might not be a good name. Ah, hell. I really don't like these spawning bays for robots. Just because it spawns the little robber guys, and if you don't have any way to deal with them, like, hi, I'm just gonna take your stuff, okay, thanks, bye, and then you're dealing with, like, friggin' Warmex and stuff farting out of that thing. Oh, and there wasn't even anything good in here.
Damnation! To my nightmare.
Monarchidite. Alright, you need to get stunned.
I am here for you.
Let's block that. Break this. Dang it. Friggin' brain penguin. Affleck. Worsted. You know what this feels like right now? Don't Starve. Like running around poking everything with a stick. I still have these things. Go ahead and use way too many of them for the situation. Oh, right. He's getting healed. Okay. Never mind. There's really no reason to keep on doing this fight here. Dick. Well, I'm out. Basically completely robbed me and broke all my stuff. Whatever, you guys have your friggin' manufacturing day, I don't care. Oh. Nice sudden ambush. Hi, bad place to be. Whoa. That is a lot of bullets. Oh, come on, you two. And one of those, too, really? Awesome. Stun you. Come to think of it, I am kind of out of free heals, though. Whatever. I have some power bars. The run's done anyway. No. Ooh, poison gas trap. Yay! That doesn't do anything to robots. I'm fine with that being the end there. Because this one would have taken a billion years to actually finish. Alright, anyway, see you next time.